An economy depends on people having money in their pockets. Anybody who tells you that CEOs, chief executive officers, and big corporations are the job creators in Canada or in the United States or any place else around the world, you tell them they don't know what they are talking about. The job creators, the real job creators, are customers. The only reason that a business will create more jobs is because they have more customers. If they don't have customers, they're not going to create jobs. And if we drift toward wider and wider inequality, more and more resources in the hands of fewer and fewer people, income and wealth, what we are going to see, and we are already seeing it in the United States, is a middle class that does not have the purchasing power to keep the economy going. The United States is now growing, we think, at about an annualized rate of 2%. This year could be maybe 2.2%, could be a little bit less. Well, that sounds pretty good until you realize that we had a great recession just a few years ago. And what we have normally seen when we have a recession that is as nearly as intense as the recession we had is that the path out of the recession is much faster than 2% a year. Because if you want to get back on the path you were on in terms of growth and development, you have got to grow 5 or 6 or 8 or 10%. That's what we did in 1934 after coming out of the bottom of the Great Depression, 36, 8, 10%, 1937, about 12% growth, 2.1% is nothing. The reason we are not growing is because the middle class is not growing. It's a vicious cycle. And the poor can't get into the middle class because the middle class is not growing. The job creators are people with money in their pockets. You raise the minimum wage, you're not going to destroy jobs. You raise the minimum wage, people have more money to buy things, and that means there are going to be more jobs.